Welcome to Carrara Sculpture Studio. My name's Clint Button. I'm a granite sculptor. Had a client call, a retailer, that needed a statue of an angel in Carrara marble, so we sourced a small piece of statuario, and he provided me with a sketch, and I carved a statue. The original job was stolen from the cemetery, and the client provided this small sketch. The retailer and I were able to cross it with a couple of patterns from old books we had, but they weren't exactly the same. So I developed a clay sketch that was a composition of all three designs, and we made some small changes in the drapery and then moved on to produce a plaster working model. Now, this wasn't a specific portrait job. This was a composition model, and this is typical of how we do something in a statue or a full round form to find it in the stone. So I did point this plaster model where I take measurements in 3 dimensions and then transfer them into the stone by carving, but I use a pointing machine to measure. So as we apply and carve points to the marble, slowly an angel is revealed. I'm not into the mindset that there's one statue inside a piece of stone. There's an infinite number of statues inside a stone. People like to claim that. I think it's very naive. So, and I was also trained to carve with the back, extra material on the back. So we carve from the front and develop the details and work through it. And as everything is finalized, it goes from being a bas relief into full depth, and then eventually I will reveal the stone. I'll take the back off, and now we have a full round statue. And so detail work moves forward quickly. You can see in these pictures that the plinth has not been finished. The base is wide, so eventually that will have to be carved off. And these next images show after the plinth is removed and squared off, the front is dressed back, and she's a very beautiful small angel. We move on from the carving to the finishing, where she's properly surfaced. A little bit of polishing goes on certain surfaces. She does step on clouds, and angels are supposed to be light and delicate, so the bollard, or the reinforcement for her body, is a stack of clouds, and her gown actually snags upon them as she tiptoes across the clouds. So it's a very pretty small statue. This is the original client sketch, the size I got in the finished statue in Carrara marble, Carrara Statuario marble. Very nice piece. Once again, my name is Clint Button. I'm a granite sculptor. Thanks for visiting Carrara Sculpture Studio.